All right, KingBadBlack. On this video, we'll be speaking to all the women out there. I believe there's a vicious cycle going on right now, and it's got to stop soon. And I believe, and I have believed for a very long time that women hold the key to changing society and how everything goes down. And so the fact that we're coming up on our first female president, and the energy that's in the world right now, it's not a coincidence. It's time for women to really start to realize their role. This is probably like my fourth video, something like that, fourth, fifth video. And so I haven't really gotten into like the real deep shit because I don't want to scare anybody off yet. I want to kind of let you know a little bit about me and my views, and so you understand that I do mean to bring substance to the table, and I'm not here just to critique people. But I will be going into some things that have to do with religion in later videos. But I'm gonna try to stay away from it as much as possible in these early ones. That being said, there's been some sick shit that's taken place throughout history that has really given the role of the woman a really bad place in society. And a lot of it has to do with religious belief. Not gonna get into that right now, but what I believe puts woman on the same level as man. I believe God is above everything, and then you have woman and man. Man having certain tools that the woman doesn't have, and certain weaknesses that the woman doesn't have, and the woman having certain tools that the man doesn't have, and certain weaknesses that the man doesn't have. And when you have them separated, they're capable of making a lot of mistakes, and they're capable of getting some shit done. But when you bring them together naturally, and both of them accept their roles and accept their weaknesses, they won't make not even close to the amount of mistakes, and their strength will be infinite. They will be able to get anything done. And so I believe the woman holds a very important role in our society, and for a very long time that role has been weakened, and it has been not appreciated. And so I think that's changing. And so this particular video, I want to talk about a cycle that I believe women can change immediately just by changing your focus and your expectations on what you want out of a mate. So this cycle I'm talking about, you got a lot of women that are brought up to believe that they are supposed to find a man that can take care of them. And this is a natural idea going back ages and ages and ages. And it made more sense then than it does now, to be honest. And I get that, because back then the man had to physically do some things that women aren't necessarily really cut out to do physically. But now a lot of that has changed, and so, but I won't really get into that dynamic that much. But I do want to say that women now don't necessarily have to count on a man to support them. And so um, the teaching of our females as little girls that they are supposed to be looking for this provider, I think that plays a big part in this cycle. Okay, now the cycle itself consists of this: females want a man that has the ability to take care of them. In most cases, there's exceptions to all rules. I know there's some women out there that has their own money, they're independent, they don't need nothing from a man. I know that. But we're talking about the percentages, and there's a much higher percentage of women that expects for their man to take care of them, and that's absolutely cool. But what this breeds is them targeting certain things out of a man to show that he has that money to take care of them. And so nowadays you got a lot of possibilities of deceiving people. And so when you put those two together, what you get is a woman looking for signs of money and men realizing that and giving them exactly what they look for. And so the man doesn't necessarily have any money, but he knows if he saves up his check for these 2 weeks and sacrifices going out to the club the next 2 weeks, he can spend that whole check on these pair of jeans that cost $350, right? And he does this shit like every other 2 weeks, right? And after about 2-3 months, this nigga got a couple outfits that he could go to the club and look like he's balling. And the female don't know no different. She just sees the target. She sees the items she's looking for. She sees the image that she was painted as far as what money is. And so that's who she's attracted to. And then you got this other cat over here who may own his own company, who may own a couple companies, but he's got on some regular jeans or some slacks and a polo shirt, maybe like, you know, his own shit, you know, something like that. He owns his own company, but she doesn't know it. She goes to this cat and, you know, he gives her a drink or two and hits her with some game, and then next thing you know, she picking this nigga up from his mama house. And you know what I mean? But that's the cycle. The female tells you, and the dudes, look, the dudes, they gotta compete. They want a woman, like y'all are the motivation. And so like they gotta compete. And so as long as y'all is on y'all Facebooks and y'all Instagrams and y'all Snapchats, oh yeah, I need the nigga with the J's, and oh yeah, my dude is fly all the time, and oh yeah, I mean, like, as long as y'all expect that, that's what they gonna go get. But as soon as y'all start saying, you know what, I'm not impressed by what you got on, what's your FICO score? And see, most of y'all don't even know what the hell a FICO score is, men and women out there. But when y'all start getting on that level, things will start changing. When you start demanding that a man actually have a goal or a business instead of just working for some job or being on the street, nonetheless, like hustling and risking his life and your life, just y'all motherfuckers riding around. You know what I'm saying? When y'all start changing y'all expectation to wanting more out of the dude, I promise you 100% guarantee results that dudes will stop focusing on getting True Religion, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, J's, and gold and diamonds and grills and all that shit. I promise you they will start to focus on those FICO scores. They will start to focus on those LLCs. They will start to focus on things like that, like getting house and real estate, and, you know, like having airspace that they control, shit like that. Like, and then we start seeing change. Then the competition goes from the clubs and who can pop a bottle to who can buy the most houses and who can actually have their own streets named after them because they buying suburbs and shit like that, and the whole neighborhood is named after their family, and years to come you got people that's living on your shit. You know, when you gonna start demanding that? This is KingBadBlack, but I might start calling myself Mr. Challenge on these YouTube videos because I'm throwing challenges out there left and right. Like, I'm challenging everybody to get it right. Like, let's get it better. Expect more. Do more. You know what I'm saying? And y'all women, like, y'all got the power. Like, men are motivated by women. Like, they you know it. So, please start expecting more from these men. The tattoos and all that shit is just for show. And, you know, it's not going to get anybody anywhere. The FICO score will, you know, the LLC will, the INC will, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get it together.
Slam my pastor to my partners. That's 50 shots, no blackout. That's AK Young Chopper. That's every day we hit the club and all them hoes go bonkers. Make them lose it. Activated music. I go stupid. I go dumb. There goes Cupid with another shot. I get them hoes love drunk.